Good afternoon, Krishna. Everyone, good afternoon.
Okay, fine. So we'll get started in another 3 minutes. Yet maybe I thought maybe we can just have some Q&A money. So on why did you choose this topic, AI mentor and managing technical debt with it? Why did you
Krishna,
think this topic is very important?
okay, Krishna, but as an architect, I'll be more focusing on the architecture things, whether the team is following the standards or not. We have a good tool in our system, so I want to go with the AI mentor because most of thing has been covered. As an a tech lead, I'll be finding the AI mentor as a tech lead.
Understood, money. That completely makes sense actually.
Yeah,
Pretty much like you rightly said, the platform itself takes care of a lot of
yeah,
things.
yes,
But then it's important for us to fully utilize what the platform has to offer, ensuring good quality and in terms of
yes,
security, architecture.
exactly. Like OutSystem provides some default standards. If the team
Right.
is going to follow that, this tool also will help us to improve a lot of the things, the performance issue, security things, like everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, mostly I'll be focusing on the tool for the architecture and security things.
Understood, money. Understood. Money will be happy to see you on video if it's possible.
Okay.
Okay. And to everyone who has joined us, Mani is one of the busiest architects in Zebia. Like he handles around 4 to 5 projects at a time. He's that busy, yet he agreed to do this session for us and share his knowledge on managing technical debt, on managing architecture. Not everything, of course, we can't boil the entire ocean at once. Yet he has agreed, and his so kind of him to have agreed to join us to share a piece of knowledge on the architecture design or be it with AI Mentor Studio. So thank you once again, Mani. And the meantime, Mani fixes his video. Maybe we can have a conversation here on our Chennai OutSystems user group. So yes, I believe so. You all are already aware of what user groups are, and we have been, and there are regional user groups. So when we say user groups in 2020, OutSystems came up with this concept of regional user groups where you will have a user group for every region. Okay, so in India we have a user group for every state, be it Chennai user group or Bangalore user group, right? So what we started back 4 years ago, it's now pretty much what user group is all about. So earlier it was APAC user group, EMEA user group, right? There wasn't a proper name. Now regional user group started, and when OutSystems user group comes into picture, it's these regional user groups now. It's kind of got synonymous now. So I'm happy that we have 20 participants now, but for time being, let's get started. I hope to see many more new participants joining. And hi, Mani, happy to see you.
Okay, thanks, Krishna.
Awesome. So I'll start with the intro. I would hardly take another 5 minutes, and after that, yeah, I'll hand the session over to you, Mani. Okay.
Sure, Krishna. Yeah.
And team, again, there shall be a quiz at the end of the session, maybe say around 3:20 or 3:15, not sure, as soon as Mani is over with his technical session. So please pay full attention to the details during the session so that you'll be able to win the quiz and earn some amazing swackets. Sharing my screen real quick. Let me know, Mani, so please confirm if my screen is visible and my voice is clear.
Yes, yes, Krishna. Your screen is visible and your voice is also clear.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mani. Yeah, of course, today's topic would be managing technical debts effectively with AI Mentor Studio in OutSystems. And yeah, let's start with today's session. So before that, what is OutSystems community and what are the different programs that we have in OutSystems community? Let's take a quick at all that. So if you wish to join any user groups in future, or if you wish to speak, where to get started, just visit usergroup.outsystems.com and you will get to see the different user groups, the upcoming sessions, and how to join or enroll to any user group sessions. And you will also be given a form if you are willing to speak in any of the sessions. Although, if you are willing to speak in any of our upcoming user group sessions, please DM me directly via LinkedIn. I have shared my LinkedIn profile to you over the chat. I've pinned the message as well. You can very well reach out to me, And it's not just for Chennai. If you are willing to speak in any of the user groups, you can very well reach out to me and let me know. I can very well, of course, if it's Chennai, I can very well host you here. Otherwise, yeah, I can very well redirect you to the respective organizer or to the community manager of OutSystems. Now, there is user groups. In addition, if you are someone who is really willing to share your knowledge or has been very active in the OutSystems community for a while and would like to be recognized for the great work you've been doing, then Champions and OutSystems MVP are the programs for you. So for more details, just Google OutSystems MVP, just Google OutSystems Champion. You will get all the details, be it where to contribute, when is the nomination opening, and all that. Okay, and OutSystems earlier, it used to, when I started back in 2020 with OutSystems, the community count was around say 100K, or I guess it should have roughly been 100K, but now it has grown eight folds, right? Multiplied eight times. And that is the power of low code, and that is the power of OutSystems. We see the world going or slowly moving towards this era of intelligent automation or development with AI and all that, right? So yeah, and of course, if you are someone willing to be certified in ODC or wish to be trained in ODC, just scan this QR, okay, and complete the course. If you're already associate reactive certified, then yes, completing the guided path would itself earn you the ODC badge. Otherwise, you may have to take up the ODC certification, the associate ODC developer certification. Then OutSystems Developer School. If you are someone who is just getting started with OutSystems but have but you have a very good technical understanding, or if you already are from another technology, then OutSystems Developer School is for you. Just scan this QR or simply Google OutSystems Developer School. You will get to see the developers. Developer schools are nothing but direct trainings, live trainings that are provided by OutSystems for free with a free certification voucher worth 15,000 INR. So you won't find a better opportunity than this, to be very honest. So you all you need to do is just Google OutSystems Developer School, submit a form, submit your resume. If your resume gets shortlisted by the OutSystems community team, then you will be given an opportunity to attend this training, which is called OutSystems Developer School. At the end, you will be also given training towards how to clear certifications with a free certification voucher, with which you can take up the associate reactive certification or associate ODC certification for free. That is all about OutSystems Developer School. Then we also have OutSystems Research Program, which is nothing but when you are someone who's really willing to try on OutSystems products even before it gets launched, then OutSystems Research Program is for you. Your feedback is all OutSystems wants. So attempt or try the product out or try the feature, provide your feedback in a detailed manner to OutSystems. And in turn, you will get amazing swag kits or vouchers. Or of course, you will also be given credit points, which will be reflecting in your OutSystems official profile. So yeah, just Google OutSystems Research Program and get started. Coming to the organizers, yes, I am Krishna Ambal. I'm an OutSystems MVP. I am also an OutSystems. I used to be an OutSystems trainer. I also manage teams, or I also lead solutions here in Zebia. And we have Hati Mary, who is another organization. So she's a leading OutSystems architect. She is with ASIA now. Sorry for the misinformation here. She's an OutSystems champion, and we conduct or we organize sessions as part of OutSystems Chennai user group. And yes, coming to our speaker, of course, Mani shall be introducing himself. But before that, like I already said, Mani has around more than 20 years of experience into software development. He is one of the leading architects in India, and he's one of the busiest architects in Zebia. So I am more than happy to welcome him. And there is no better person than Mani to take this session on managing technical debts with AI Mentor. So thank you so much once again, Mani, for being available today in spite of your family circumstances. So thank you once again, and over to you, Mani. Maybe you can start with your introduction, and that way we can get started with the technical session as well. Mani, you there? Okay, yeah, I see Mani. 1 minute. I see he has rejoined. So let me enable the presenter mode for him.
Yeah, thank you, Krishna. Like I rejoined like again.
No
Yeah,
problem, no problem, Mani.
yeah.
Okay, awesome. Over to you, Mani. Yeah, please.
Okay.
that.
Thanks for the introduction, like Krishna. Like a team, like it's not about like a busy, like the thing is like I want to learn a lot of the things from the out system. Like I have more than 20 plus years of experience, like an out system, a low code, like I have almost 6 years experience. Like from 2019, I'll be like working in Zebia as a low code architect. Okay. Up before that, like I have like almost 14 to 15 years of experience in PHP and .NET. I worked as a senior developer. Then it will be the tech lead. Then I have taken the architect role in ZB. This is all myself, like, but I'll be handling the multiple projects. As Krishna told, like it's not about keeping it busy, to learn more and understand like what is a different businesses about. And like even from ZB, I think most of the folks are joined here, like from my team. I want to like because they know like how the AI mentor is like more important when we are delivering the project. Yeah. Can I start, Krishna?
Sure, Mani, please go ahead. 1 minute. Okay, see, Mani has pressed the wrong button. Instead of sharing his screen, I believe he has pressed the leave button. Let's wait for him to rejoin. And again, to reiterate, team, there shall be a quiz at the end. So please pay attention to the details that Mani shares in order for you to get an opportunity to win a packet. Yes,
Sorry,
Mani.
Krishna.
Yeah,
Instead of the share button, I clicked on the leave.
yeah, I guessed right. Go ahead. I do
Yeah.
that often. So please check if you can share your screen, and I'll
Yeah.
confirm if we can clearly hear you as well. Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you able
Uh,
to hear me?
yeah, yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay, one more thing, like team, like if I'm going fast, please let me know, because like always I intend to go fast. Like if you think I'm going fast, please stop me. And here and there, like I slow down my face. Okay, okay, I
Sure,
think.
sure, Mani. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone. This session is like about like how the AI mentor should be the game changer in any of the project. Like in today's situation, like managing the technical depth will be the more crucial one for the long-term project. In our system, like as in a low code, there will be like a rapid development will be taking place. So it will be easy to accumulate the technical depth, like in the form of like the team will be doing the hardcode logic, the inefficient queries or like poorly structured architecture. For like what will happen because of this, like we'll have lot of technical depths. So this session, like I'll be focused how the AI mentor will be like a game changer whenever I'm going to deliver the project or like whenever you are going to release a projects. Okay. In this session, the key topics like what is the technical debt, the challenge of managing the technical debt, how to manage and reduce the technical debt. The last one is like using the AI mentor system to manage the technical debt. These are the key topics I'm going to cover today. Okay. What is a technical debt? Technical debt, like it's a simple thing, like the company wants to pick a fast and the low cost technology solution instead of the strong and efficient one. This usually happen because of the tight deadline, like in any of the projects, like if you have a tight deadlines or like a limited budgets, like what will happen, like we intend to deliver the project like soon, but we'll never think about like what are the depth we have. So what will happen, because of this low cost or like the time efficient, like the time thing, we will have a lot of technical depths. Okay. Technical depth, like is exactly what the name suggests. What will happen, the some of the team will things like they can ignore or save for later. So what they will think, like I don't want to finish this, like we can take later. Like for some of the things they want to finish the user stories like first, instead of like completing the like a technical depth. The next thing is like in the race of meeting the customer expectation, what will happen, like I have like I don't have a deadline, the project need to be delivered as soon as possible. To in order to satisfy the customer, like we'll end up like delivering the project like soon. Like what does the technical depth matter? This will be impact the application performance. Like if, for example, if I'm the technical depth is going to be increased, what will happen, it will increase the performance issues and the maintainability. The second thing is because of the performance and the maintainable things, like the increase the cost and efforts for the future things. Like the same thing, like whenever we are going to deliver something, like I'm going to accommodate everything. What will happen? This will take additional sprints. Like that's why like it will increase the cost also and the effort from the team to complete all the technical debts. That's what I'm talking about, like a future cost and problem. Just like a financial debt, the technical debts need to be paid off later. Fixing the quick and impact solution will take extra time, effort, and the resource in the future. This is the main thing. And effect in the business. The business doesn't know about what is a technical debt. The technical debt can hurt the company's daily work. It may cause inefficiency, slow down productivity, increase the maintenance cost. For example, the what will happen, like the technical debt is going to increase. This will also impact the business thing, like how they cannot able to compare the like other business, what are the competitor, the futures and all. Instead, the business need to concentrate on the technical depth to cover the things if the technical depth is going to. That's why like it's more important whenever we are delivering something, like we need to complete like take care the technical depth also as part of the spread. Okay, some of the examples of the technical depth. What are the examples? Like art code logic. What we'll do, for example, I have a username to connect with some other thing. The team, what the team will do, art code the like a logic. The second one will be the duplicate code. The same code, like what the team will do, they copy the things and use it in somewhere else in order to complete the things. They will not make it as a common component. Instead, they will do copy the code and complete the things. The poor module separation. The poor module separation is nothing but the architecture, like how what are the three-layer architecture OutSystem is doing it. For example, like what the team will do in the end user module, sir, they will intend to complete everything, like the business logic, the core services, everything will be done in the end user like module. The thing is the inefficient queries or inefficient queries. Inefficient queries is like the whatever the SQL queries like aggregate we are using it, like it will be inefficient. Like it will create a performance thing. These are the examples of the technical debt. Okay. The next thing will be like challenges of managing the technical debt. Okay. The first thing is technical depth is good or bad. Like always, the team member will ask, like to me, whether what is the problem of technical depth, whether it will be worrying or it's a real problem. Yes, the answer is depends upon the business, how much technical depth we are going to have. If it is under control, if I have less number of technical depth and still it supports the business code, like then there will not be any issues. The real issue starts when when there is a like lot of technical depth that will take too much of the time, money, and the effort to manage. This is a serious thing. Even the from the OutSystem report also, like they says, the report from OutSystem said technical debt will cost about the 5 trillion the next 10 years. This is a report like published by the OutSystem in one of the firm. And the second thing, this shows that the problem is bigger than like many companies. Is like, even the companies doesn't know what is it like the technical debt. As a delivery team, we need to explain to them like what was the cause, like what will be the problem. You will have like lot of technical debt. Business like have to use the important resource to manage the technical debt instead of growing or innovating. Like I told in the previous itself, what will happen? The business like you use like want to use the important resource to manage the technical debt instead of like growing and innovating and new things. Other thing is like a team spend more time fixing the issues instead of studying the competitors. What will happen? The team will like intend to fix all the technical debt, like instead of just studying the competitor or creating the new ideas or learning the new skill. This is the main problem of the technical debt. If anyone has a technical debt is bad or not, now we have an answer. Like now, next I'll be moving to the types of technical debt. The best way is to understand the different types of technical debt by looking into the Martin's Flower technical debt quadrant. I'm going to give you a small example like what is a technical debt. Okay, deliberate and reckless. And we have a deliberate and prudent, intermittent and reckless, and intermittent and prudent. The team knows about the flaws but focus on the fast delivery instead of writing the clean code. The first thing is the deliberate and the team knows what is the exact issue, but like for the time concern, they want to deliver the things by writing, but instead of writing the clean code, like the code will not be good. That is the first one. The second one will be like a deliberate and prudent. The team chooses to take a small, manageable depth to meet the deadlines, planning to fix. For example, like the second thing is like a team will choose a small thing and that manageable depth to meet the deadline. Okay, in order to complete the stories, like in order to complete the release anything, to like what will happen, they plan to fix the remaining thing after the release. This is a deliberate and prudent. Intermittent and reckless, the mistake happened due to the inexperience or lack of knowledge without realizing the impact. Like mistake can happen due to the inexperience. Like for example, like I have a junior in my team, they will do mistakes, or like due to the experience they can do the mistakes or lack of knowledge without realizing the impact, like what will be the impact. The last one will be the intervention and prudent. The team discovers the mistake, but only after the project is, yes, the team will identify what is the exact mistake, but already the project has been released, like it's moved to the production. What are the things we need to avoid? Like reckless technical debt should always be avoided. If you see the reckless technical debt, what is like the team knows what is the issue, but they don't want to deliver like a instead of for the faster delivery, they want to deliver the product. They will focus the issues later. If you see in the introverted and reckless, the mistakes happen due to the inexperience or lack of knowledge. That's why. Prudent technology may seem manageable, but it's important to track and control it regularly. These are the types of the technical debt. Okay. The second, like now we'll look into the cause of technical debt. What is the cause of technical? The time pressure. The team often what will they'll skip the important step to meet the title, knowing the creating the technical. For example, like always I'm talking about from the beginning, because of the time pressure, the team always skip the important things. For example, take like a public action. They want to give this like a proper description. They will not do it. Otherwise, for the long document flow, like we'll have a technical debt. The team will not document everything in the flow itself because of the timeline. They don't have a timeline. They will skip it for the latest stage because of the time pressure. Changing the requirement. Project needs keep evolving, making it order to keep the software bug free, leading to the technical debt. For example, I have taken the user stories in the current sprint. If the current sprint, like the user story is not fixed, if it is going to change until the last day, it will be very difficult for us keep it more like a software bug free. It then the complex code, the software development is stuff, outdated technologies plus multiple coding languages added to the technical debt. Complex code, like for example, if the user story is like it's very difficult, like I want to deliver a lot of things on particular user stories. Instead of the user stories break into different things, I put everything on particular, the code looks like a complex, it will be very difficult. That's why like it's a complex. When does the technical debt really start? It might seem like a technical debt appears later in the project, but really it starts the moment you commit to the tight deadlines. Whenever I'm coming to the tight deadline, from the we can understand definitely there will be a lot of technical debt. The team will not follow the OutSystem proper standards. The team often prioritize the deliver over a small detail, assume they will fix the things later. They will take the delivery for the small detail, like other things like they think they will fix after the delivery. This 2 points like mainly like when the technical debt really starts. The real problem. Do you ever like find time to go back and fix the issues? Like I have created the technical debt. Okay, I am in the current project now. Like after the release, definitely the management people will think like the project has been delivered. They will put the team members into different project. Whether it is possible to go back and fix the issues, definitely it's not possible. The new project, urgent task, and the deadline keep pulling us. Whether you address it or not, the technical debt will come back and cause a problem. Whether we will be fixing the issues in the beginning itself, definitely will come back to us. These are the real problems of the technical debt. How to manage and reduce the technical debt? Yes. The first thing is balancing the time, quality, and the cost. Is when dealing like is a key factor when we're dealing with the technical debt. Consider the governance model, tool set, and the team mindset to get the right mix. The second point is more important. There should be a governance model, like it's a Scrum team or some that's a tool set. Like a tool is nothing but a AI mentor and the team mindset. Everything should be on the right mix in order to manage the technical debt effectively. The last one will be the right technology can also reduce the technical debt. How modern technology, many companies use a low code platform to build a better solution and avoid the technical debt. Like for example, take example like in OutSystem, it's a great example for us. Whenever like we are doing the thing itself, like we'll get to know what are the things we are doing it. Like I'll be getting how the OutSystem reduce the technical debt. Like uses the standard architectures in the framework. limits the technical debt before the development even starts. OutSystem architect the entire development process using the combination of OutSystem automation, AI, and analytical to identify the architecture errors. What are the things like the broken dependency during the development in the real time itself? That's why like using the OutSystem, like we can able to avoid a lot of technical debt before we are moving to the next environment. There are key features in OutSystem to reduce the technical debt, like visual merge and debugger. This, like everyone knows, this is a merge, when two developers working on the same module, the OutSystem will last this one. For example, and two developer is going to work on the same module, the OutSystem will last compare and merge. What will happen? Like, first developer is already published, the second developer is about to publish the module. It didn't close the module or refresh the thing. It will last like OutSystem will show the pop-up. Whether like what are the things like you want to compare and merge. So OutSystem will provide the before publishing the module. It will ask you to compare and merge the things. This is the one. Another thing is a debugger. Like in OutSystem, we have a debugger option to debug what are the things we are. I'm facing some issues. Like if I'm not getting output, like we have a debugger options here. The first one will be the true change. The true change is nothing but like OutSystem itself. Like if you see in the screenshot, the OutSystem itself, it show what are the errors. When I'm about to publish, like in the true change, like you will get all the errors, like the unused element, like what are the problems, everything will be shown in the true change itself. That's why it will be easy in OutSystem to manage the technical debt. Okay. Now I'm going to start with AI mentor. How efficiently we are going to use the AI mentor. Like in OutSystem, we have like initially it was an architecture dashboard. Then it was like a name has been changed to AI mentor. It's an OutSystem technical debt monitoring tool powered by AI Fusion and the code DNA. It automatically performs the performs the code and runtime analysis before recommending the solution to improve the performance. For example, like I think most of the team members like in this call like have seen this dashboard. This is like a AI mentor dashboard. All the rectangles like is nothing but the application. The color codes here like we have a different color codes. The color codes shows what is the exact the technical depth we have in the particular application. This is the AI mentor dashboard. Okay. How does the AI mentor studio work? AI Mentor Studios includes the following components. One is the AI Mentor Studio. So, we have a AI Mentor Studio application. The other one is like AI Mentor Studio lifetime plugin. This AI Mentor Studio, like it's a process show all the data collected from the AI lifetime. Like in the previous screen, this is what like everything, the application details, everything collected from the lifetime plugin. This AI Mentor will show the details in the AI Mentor Studio. The second one will be the AI Mentor Studio Lifetime plugin. This plugin is published in the platform itself, whether it's an on-premises or cloud, with the environment to collect the data and communicate with the AI Mentor. This is a plugin is going to communicate with the AI Mentor. The communication, like when we talk about the communication between the AI mentor, the component differs upon the authentication method. Whenever you're trying to log into the AI mentor, we have two different authentication. The first authentication is like authenticate with the OutSystem account. The second will be authenticate with your IT user account. We have two options. If you want to log into the AI mentor for the first time, like everything is like I'm not getting into the setup of AI mentor. Like if everything is set up, if you want to log into the AI mentor for the first time, go to the lifetime. We'll have a plugin option. Under the plugin, we'll have option to redirect to the AI mentor from the platform, my current platform to the AI mentor. What will happen once like you landed onto the AI mentor, it will ask to authenticate your account, authenticate with your OutSystem cloud account or authenticate with your IT user. For example, if it is an authenticate with OutSystem account, the username, whatever the username you are going to have it in the cloud, that username should be part of the lifetime also. Then it will be easily to manage the things using the OutSystem account. Like if you are not like willing to log in with your OutSystem account, then you can log in with an IT user account. For that, like we need some code. Okay. The first thing is like authenticate with your OutSystem account. Like what will happen like when I'm going to authenticate with the OutSystem account, the prob like I'm talking about the plugin. the plugin, whatever in the lifetime is going to initiate the communication between the lifetime and the cloud. What will happen? From here, I'm going to initiate and pass the data to the AI mentor. It will be like one way of once everything has been into the AI mentor, there shouldn't be any like a frequent connection between my lifetime and AI mentor. This is the first one. If you see, this reduce the connectivity requirement on your side, since that all the needs to be ensured in the connectivity from the plugin in the lifetime environment to the AI mentor. The second way is what I told, authenticate with your IT user account. If you want to authenticate with your IC user account, the AI mentor studio need to enable the connection with your infrastructure to ensure the login is correct. For example, like I directly went into the AI mentor studio, I'm going to enter the username and the password with the the infrastructure code. Then it will authenticate with your the platform. This is a two-way connections. First one will be the one-way communication from the AI mentor to the lifetime. Now, what will happen when the login through the IT account, user account, the AI mentor will get the data from the prop communication. And this, once it's logged in, all the information from the prop communication, for example the application details, will be sent from the lifetime to the AI mentor. These are the two ways we can authenticate and log into the AI mentor. Okay, after we configured everything, I logged into the AI mentor. You can able to see first time if you're going to log into the AI mentor, it will take some time to collect all the information from your lifetime. It will take almost 2 to 3 hours. You can see this particular dashboard. uh, what is about this dashboard? We can review the technical depth of your application on the app canvas. This is also accessed by clicking on the apps. If you see in apps, once you click on this app, you can able to see the entire application in your environment. And you also see in the left hand side, there is a search for a particular app or like a teams. For example, in the same environment, I'm going to have two different teams. I have like A, B, C, D, E, F, the application in my environment. Team A is going to work on only A and B. If I'm going to create a team in my lifetime and sync to the AI mentor, you can see all, like for example, A, B. If I'm going to choose a team A, what are the team A applications will display only here. If I'm going to choose a team B, what are the applications that particular team is going to work on, it will be displayed here. Okay. Once you click on this application, there will be a pop-up will be open. You can see whether it's a what type of application is, a traditional one or reactive one. Like you can able to see it. See it. Once you click on this particular application, you will see whether it's a reactive application or the traditional application. Okay. Now you see there will be a lot of color codes. Like each and every color code will tell you what is the exact technical depth level. For example, the last one, the color grade. This is the highest technical depth. Like this particular application or module has highest number of below, above one will be high, medium, low, and lowest. The first one will be like very lowest number of technical depth. In our system also, we have a different color codes for each and everything. I told like example of the teams. For example, you see here, once I select the team ZBIO, whatever the application worked by the particular ZBI will be highlighted here. And like for example, like loaded here. For example, if I'm going to click on a particular application, this particular application will be highlighted with all the dependency application will be highlighted. See here, if I'm going to click on ELP, all the application like our dependency with ELP is going to be shown in this. Like if you see other application will be like grayed out here. Only the dependent application will be loaded. Like when I'm going to click on the particular application. Okay. Once I want to see the detailed reports. Once I chosen the team, if I'm going to click on open app report or like open, this will show, this is a report, this is a report module. In this report module, we can able to see all the technical depth issues in the AI mentor. Basically, in the AI mentor, we have like a category, 4 types of categories: architecture issues, performance issues, security, and maintainability. The modules is nothing but what are the application we are going to have. Once you choose the application, what are the modules will be created under this application will be loaded here. And the first one, the first option in the drop down will be the teams. Like as I told, like we can create a n number of teams. from the lifetime, and it will be synced to the AI mentor. And when it is analyzed, finding status, like for example, like open, closed, there are a lot of status, the false positive, everything will be loaded in the finding. The users, overall part of the particular team will be loaded here. Okay. The next one is like architecture analysis auto classification. The AI mentor like is a self-sufficient when come to analyze the architecture of the app in your infrastructure, like with the help of an AI agent. Like I have created the application, like n number of application. The AI mentor has a capability like using the AI agent. It will like analyze the module code and it has a relation to identify like in which layer that particular application will fall under. We have a three-layer architecture: end user, the core module, and the foundation. This AI mentor, if this particular option is enabled here, like if you see in the AI mentor, we have a maintenance. Under the maintenance, there will be a configuration. If this particular one is enabled, AI auto classification, what will happen? If this is particularly enabled, AI this AI mentor has a capability to identify which layer this particular application will fall under. If I'm not going to choose this, what will happen? We can override this. If I'm not going to choose it, you can define your layer in the discovery tool. If you have have a discovery tool, you can log into the discovery tool, go to the modules. Under the modules, you have assign layers. Sometimes what will happen, like if the AI mentor is going to classify your things, for example, I know what is the which layer because of the name. What will happen? It will be uh, placed in the wrong layer. So in order to do this, like to override, I'm going to switch off this one. I'm going to disable this. Then I log into the discovery. Under the module, you will have a assign layer. Go to the assign layer. You can choose the layer from the discovery itself. Like it will show all the things like end user module, core layer, foundation, everything. You can uh, do it from the discovery. This is what I do. The AI auto classification allows you to onboard the factories into the AI Mentor Studio and classify each model so it fits into the right architecture layer. Having the right architecture classification is important to enable all code analysis. I talked about the AI auto classification, how we are going to automatically the AI is going to auto classify. If I want to do manually, what we need to do. These are the two things like for the auto classification. Okay, this is the architecture canvas. Like everything, everyone knows about this. We have end user, core model, foundation model. Look, like a foundation, what we are going to have, it's a reusable services, non-functional requirements. Like a business analytic, everything will be placed in the foundation model. If all the business core services, like I need to create my database, I need to write my like a business logic, everything will be like what are the reusable services that related to the business thing will come under the code layer. The end user layer is nothing but the end user is going to see this application from the browser, that everything will be placed in the end user folder. These are the three different layers we have in architecture, OutSystem architecture canvas. The few things before we are moving, like as per the architecture things, like this is the main thing, the recommendation, like there should not be no upward reference from the foundation model to the end user or core model, no circular reference, no side reference. These are the three key things for the architecture issues. Okay. Now, this is when we talk about the code pattern. When I'm, for example, if I'm going to click on, I logged into the AI mentor, I went into the report, I chosen the architecture. These are the code patterns. Like what are the issues? For the architecture, it will show as a code patterns. Once I click on it, it will show uh, what are the issues in the right hand side, and it will show like what is the impact. If you see what is the impact of that particular issue, how to fix it. Out system itself will recommend you how to fix it. Like it will also tell what is the exact impact. Now I'm going to talk about few code patterns. Architecture, lack of module classification. Lack of module classification is means, for example, I have created a a core module, but my application name will be like a underscore lib. It will fall into the library module. So it will be lack of module classification. We need to classify the module properly. End user module providing the services. For example, I have a two end user module, application A and application B. If I'm going to provide any services to from A to B, that will be falls under the end user module providing the services. Core module consumed by the foundation. Like when we talked about this issue, no upward reference. Like what will happen? Like from the core module, I'm going to take a reference to the foundation module. This is the one. Cyclic reference between the modules. For example, I have a two application, two modules or two application, two modules. I'm taking a dependency from module A to module B and module B to module A. This will create a cyclic reference between the like a module. The same thing will happen, cyclic reference between the application. Like between the application, I have A and B. I'm going to take something from A and something from B to A. This what, and we think it will be we have only two cyclic, like we are direct cyclic. We are also having an indirect cyclic reference. I'm going to show you the indirect cyclic reference. Okay, can you able to see my screen, Krishna? Like the diagram.
We
Yeah.
can, yeah.
See example. Like whenever we started working on any applications, like any modules, if I'm going to take a reference, my team will work on this. For example, like we are going to create a core service. That core service is going to take a dependency on the chemical, like a core service in one of the core service and one of the BL also, and particular BL is going to take a dependency in the another BL. If you see this, like a developer will think there is no direct dependency, cyclic reference, but it will create an indirect cyclic dependency. So in order to avoid this, see, it's the same thing. We have come up with a different solution. Like whenever you are going to consume or do something, do a diagrammatical picture is like this, like from where you are going to take a dependency. There will not be only the cyclic dependency, we will have an indirect cyclic dependency. How you can find the cyclic indirect cyclic dependency? Log into the discovery tool. I can show you like okay, once you logged into the discovery, go to the applications, see application dependency, and find all the dependency here. See, if there is any cyclic dependency, you can see like there will be red color. And if there is any indirect cyclic dependency, also you can able to find it from this page. See, this is what my team is doing it. Like if you see this particular page, you cannot identify any like a dependency, even the cyclic dependency or indirect cyclic dependency. This what, like if you see here, this is my team is delivering it. Like so we are we are concentrating, like, and we are using this AI mentor, like everything you see, you can see the color code also, it will be green. My team is like every day we'll be working on the technical. This is a small example, like how we can find the things, like okay. Now we talk about the cyclic. The second one will be the monolithic service model. Monolithic, as a name suggests, like the monolithic will create lot of things. Like I'll have a performance issue, all the things in one particular model. Okay, this monolithic, when like if you want to fix a monolithic service model, you should not take any features, new features to develop. So when you started like breaking the particular module, like we need to do a lot of data migrations, like moving the one business concept to the different, like I'm going to divide that particular module into n number of modules, so we can able to avoid the monolithic. So instead of creating the monolithic from the beginning itself, like try to put minimal amount of your business thing in one particular module. Otherwise, what will happen? Once everything is developed, the application is the production. If you want to do the monolithic, it will be more time consumed. Like we cannot able to take any new feature or like additional efforts, like to do the data migration, lot of things for this particular monolithic. Like these are the mainly I'm talking about the architecture thing. I'll be concentrating on architecture. The tech leads, what the tech leads will do, they will be concentrating on other things, like the performance thing, maintainability, like, and another thing is the security. If I'm going to talk about the performance, like what the team will do, they will drag and drop the aggregate and they will call the things. They will not put the number of records in the aggregates. I need only one record. What will happen? Like if I'm not going to put the max record, it will read all the records. This will create the performance issue. If my database is huge, if I'm not going to give the max record, it will read all the records from the aggregate. The same thing goes for the SQL query. If I'm not going to put the max record, aggregates or SQL query inside a cycle. For example, if I'm going to use aggregate within the cycle, within like for loop, what will happen if something goes wrong? Infinite cycle, it will hit the database continuously in the loop. We need to avoid this. In certain circumstances, we need to check whether that particular thing is valid or not as a tech lead. Okay, then the sequential of connected aggregator. Take example, I have aggregate A, aggregate B. Okay, the aggregate A and aggregate B is going to take it from the same table. If you can able to join both the aggregate into one aggregate, it will be good. For example, I don't have any relation between two aggregates, then we can close this ratio false positive. We need to identify whether how to simplify this. These are the sample code patterns. Okay, like this, we can able to check the security things and maintainability also. Okay, the next thing is the app technical analysis. If you see where you can see it in the architecture dashboard, see it you can log into the, you can see at the bottom of the page. If you're going to click on this, it will show, it will, the pop-up will be open with the different color codes. And how the technical depth, you can able to identify what is the exact level of the technical depth by, for example, what will happen, what is the exact technical depth for the last 2 weeks or last month or last quarter. This will be able to prioritize the things. We can see how the team is performing it. If the technical, there is a different, this is I have no issues with this technical depth. If I'm going getting into this particular thing, this screen, you can see it. I have different colors here. Different colors means from the highest to the lowest one. So as a scrum master or whoever is leading that particular lead, they can prioritize what they need to fix in the upcoming sprints based on this report. The next thing is overview. The overview is nothing but you can log into the architecture bar dashboard. There is a overview. In the overview menu in the tab, click on it. This overview will going to show the entire technical depth in your a platform. What are the application, if you are going to have it, it will show you the exact number of counts. So using this also as a lead or as a scrum master, they can plan how to fix all the issues. Here also there is a filters. This for example, it will show how much the technical depth has been increased. You can also choose the date. There is an analysis date. If I'm going to choose from this date to this date, what are the technical depth my team is did. So what will happen based on this, I can able to prioritize whether to take a new feature, whether I need to complete all this technical depth first based on this. Okay, and there is an option also. For example, I have some particular module that OutSystem doesn't want to take into account for the technical depth. Yes, we can able to ignore this. Go to the maintenance. There is a maintenance tab. There is a maintenance tab. Under the maintenance, you can go to the configurations. Oh no. Under the a maintenance, we have module analysis. I want, you can choose what are the modules you don't want to include in the technical depth. You want to ignore from the technical depth. Choose the module and click on the change to ignore. If you are going to click on change to ignore, OutSystem will not consider that particular application or module for the technical depth. We have options also. For example, I created the test application as part of my team. Okay, because of the test application, there are n number of issues. I have a circular dependency. So what will, I'll go to the maintenance, ignore module, I'll select the module, and I'll click on the change to ignore. This will.
Money, are you sharing your AI mentor screen as well?
No, now I am
Oh,
in the
in your
PPT.
deck, right?
Yes,
Okay, okay,
yes.
understood.
This is about how to ignore the particular more a modular application from the technical depth calculations.
Noted.
That's it. I have almost covered all the tabs and how the things will work. from the AI mentor.
Okay, awesome. That's awesome. So, thank you so much, Mani. Maybe we can take questions now. Guys, do you have any questions? And thank you so much for showing a demo on, on AI Mentor, opening an actual discovery tool or opening an actual AI Mentor and showing the agility score or read the different layers. That really showed how should, or it really set an example of how should someone maintain the agility of the apps that we are maintaining as part of particular portfolio. So, and yeah,
Initially, it will take some time, Krishna. Like
yeah,
before, like creating any application or module, like I'll be sitting with the team. It will take at least a week to set up everything, the architecture. Yes, initially it will take time, but you can see the benefit after we do this
absolutely,
as a
absolutely.
delivery.
Yeah, yeah, right. It was all green. I was not even able to see an yellow, so it was quite
Yeah.
amazing and surprising at the same time only.
It's not like
And
it's credit goes to my entire team. Like we are like working this technical depth as part of the user stories. Before closing the user stories, we'll have a code review also as part of the technical user stories. We'll do all the things within the user story itself. So all the technical depths, whatever we are creating in that particular sprint, we are closing within the sprint itself. So I can able to maintain a green. I think like most of not all of the projects we are following this as part of our company in our company.
understood, understood. And Mani, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, if you are planning the code review or the sprint planning meeting, how
Yeah.
many user stories will you be taking for new feature development, and how many for fixing the existing issue, or be it managing technical debt, or are you accommodating this technical
No,
debt thing with existing user stories,
no.
the
For
functional
example, like
ones?
if I'm going to create any new features, like I have a user story, like I'll have a subtask for the AI mentor plus code review. Like what are the issues I'm going to create based on the new features I need to complete within the story itself. For example, if I want to accommodate the existing thing, it's based upon the bandwidth only, the team's bandwidth.
Understood,
If there
understood,
is a backlog, for example, like I have a like a monolithic issue, for the monolithic issues, like we will not directly take the monolithic, we'll do all the in-depth analysis, like why the monolithic has been created. We'll document everything and we'll put our like how much time is going to take. We'll do all type of analysis before creating something like user stories or discussing with the team, like based on the time taken, like we'll be taking this.
understood, understood, Mani. Mani, we have two questions or requests. Let me read that out to you.
Yeah.
Can you show us again how you found out there is a cyclic dependency in discovery?
Okay.
Yeah, and that part was something very insightful personally to me, as I saw
Yeah.
a live representation or a demonstration of it. So, yeah, yes, Mani, please.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen again.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes, yes, we can. Yeah.
Okay. Once you logged into the discovery, we have a modules and the application also. If you click on the modules, if you want to find any like a cyclic dependency, you need to go to the modules under the we have e-space like a cycles. Once you click on the e-space cycles, like you will find the same thing on the architecture dashboard also, like AI mentor. This is the e-space cycle. It's for the modules. If you want to check for the application, go to the like I have no cyclic dependency. That's why like it's showing no cyclic dependency. So if it is between the application, click on the like there is a like in the application, go to the application dependency. You will see how the dependency between the two applications. Like if you see like each and everything, like it's a direct dependency. Okay, it's an indirect dependency, but I don't have any cyclic. This one is a circular dependency. The red one is a circular dependency. This one like a light red. This is an indirect cyclic dependency. If you see my graph, like if there is any cyclic dependency, you can find this color code here. If it is an indirect also, you can able to find this. For example, the OutSystem UI as a reference with my most of my systems, most of my application. You see, this is a direct dependency. I have taken OutSystem UI reference in my all my applications. You can see it's a blue color. Will have some indirect dependency also. It's in light blue. Like this, you can able to find this in the discovery too.
Understood, Mani. Thank you so much. And even Anandi is saying thank you so much. So the next question we have would be, what do we need to configure in order to log in AI. I believe you did give a detailed explanation around it, but then
Okay.
do you like to answer? Yeah.
Okay. First of all, like I'm not talking about how to set up the AI. If all the things has been set up, like the AI or everything, the installation is done. Go to the lifetime. Just a minute. Just I'm logging into the lifetime.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Like you need to log into the lifetime. Under the like I'll share better. I'll share my screen. Can you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Once you log into the lifetime, like you can see like a menu plugin. In that, like there will be AI Mentor Studio. Once you click on this, go to AI Mentor Studio. If I'm going to click on this is like whenever you're doing for the first time, like click on AI Mentor Studio from here. It will ask you to log into the AI Mentor. There are two ways like to log into the AI Mentor. One is like you need to authenticate through the OutSystem cloud, or like you need to log in through the IT sub thing. That are the two ways like we can able to log into the AI Mentor from you from the laptop. Like for example, like when I'm trying to log in as an OutSystem cloud, the username what I'm maintaining in the cloud, the email ID, that's need to be part of my lifetime. If like for example, my email ID is manikandan@zbr.com, my portal email ID also, that is a username that needs to be part of this lifetime. Then you can able to log.
Okay.
This is for the
Noted.
first step.
Understood.
And you can have like not only like we can able to configure the like multiple projects also, like there is like in like for example, I am part of multiple projects. You can able to see my screen, Krishna.
No, no, we can't. Yeah, I can see now.
Okay, like you see like there in the top, like we can able to switch between the applications. Like these are the two projects, like we'll have options here to switch over within the AI method itself.
Understood. Now, the next question is from Sangham. How to configure discovery tool in OutSystems?
This is a component like we can directly install in like in your environment, and you need to create a user from the user management system. There are two like roles will be like one is an architect, not an architect. Like I don't know the two roles. Just give the two roles, uh, create a user and give the role. You can log into the discovery, but you need to use a component like a force component.
Oh, no. Yeah, understood. Understood. Okay. And the next question is from Navaneedan. Server actions have more than 40 nodes. A server action has more than 40 nodes and it cannot be split into two actions. We added comments, still we have undocumented flow error. Now, how can we fix it?
Definitely, like Rani, it will create a performance issue. This is like it's up to your business. Like all the issues we cannot close it. Like for example, this is your business day. Based on your business need, you put everything in a particular server action. If you think that is a false positive, close it as a false positive is a proper use case. That's it. But that's in the actual case, that's not a good practice. Try to like divide the things like a different server actions. Even you'll have like a lot of performance issue if you're going to have all the nodes within the same server action.
Noted. Noted. Makes sense. And should they also be documenting these false positive instances?
Yes,
Manu, what do you say?
exactly.
Okay.
Like even like I'll recommend my team also. It's a big or small. start documenting it. Like if some new member is going to come and join the team, instead of like going through the document, they will come to the particular action, they will check everything. It's don't, as the best practice, do it for all the things, document for all the flows.
Understood. The next question is from, okay, Saurabh is asking, can we override existing registration? I mean, I guess it is in terms of a Mentor Studio authentication or login part.
No, it's about like registration means like
Can you
OutSystem registration.
elaborate your question, Saurabh? Yeah.
Definitely, like whatever in case, like we need to put all the users in OutSystem table. Then only we can able to use all the features. Like
Understood. Understood. Okay. Okay. Now the next question is, will AI Mentor Studio show the aggregate as a debt when there is a join between an external entity and an OutSystems entity, or an entity in the default OutSystems database? So when you use an external entity, OutSystems fetch complete external entity data, and after it will make a join, which is a big performance issue. Your take here, Mani.
no, like need to understand how the join is. Like for example, by default, like whenever I'm doing a join, the default thing, like in order to avoid the performance issue, we need to index everything. We need to index properly how we are joining it, like whether you are using a proper join or not. There are a lot of joins in our system. How we are doing it, whether I'm going to read only the data related to the both the table, or like all the data from one, like how the join, based on everything only we can able to tell how big the performance issues, like Krishna, without looking into it.
Noted, noted. No, when we have a join
Yeah.
established between an external entity and an OutSystems entity, would that be shown as a technical debt in AM Mentor? Would
Yes.
that be shown,
Yes.
person?
Yes. Because we are taking a dependency also. Like for example, whenever I'm connecting with the external database also, you will be like taking all the what are the tables we are going to read from the external entity. That dependency we are going to use. Then only we can able to join two different. Yes, it will show.
Understood. Okay. Okay. Then coming back to Saurabh's question, I guess yeah. So he's asking, how can we log into AM Mentor without registration or without logging in? Do you have an
I don't
answer
think.
here? I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think. I don't think it's possible. Either we need to log in with OutSystem Cloud, or like infrastructure, there will be infrastructure code. Like we need to get it from the admin of that particular environment. We can log in through the infrastructure code. That are the two options.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. It's more like logging into Service Studio. So you need a
Yes,
URL, you need username, password, right? It
yes, we have a
targets.
there are two ways we can log into the AI Meta. One is like OutSystem Cloud username and password, and we like the second way is in IT infrastructure. Like if we have a particular code, we can able to log into the system.
Correct. Noted. Now, next question is from Navani then. How can we see the already fixed issues in
No,
AM Mentor?
for example, you fix the issues like the AI mentors, like by default, it is going to sync two times every day. Like if you think the issue has been fixed, it will not show it. Only the issues, like if I'm going to close it as a false positive, it will show as a false positive. Like if I'm going to take it in the future, that are the issues. If you think that issue has been fixed after the sync, the issue will not be shown in the dashboard.
Okay, okay. So if you wish to have an account of the fixed issues, then you better download it as an Excel or what before the sync
Yes,
happens.
yes.
Okay.
After the sync, for example, take example the max record.
Hmm.
Initially, like the team will not give the max record. After they see in the dashboard, they will give the max record. After the sync, the issue will not be shown in the dashboard.
Understood, Money. Understood. And with this, I mean, we have come to the end of the Q&A section. I believe there are no more questions. If so, feel free to write us. Maybe you can very well write me to my LinkedIn profiles. I have pinned my LinkedIn profile URL. Similarly, I would also like to. I mean, Mani, would you be willing to share your LinkedIn profile with the
Yeah, yeah.
participants?
I'll just put it in the chat.
Yeah, please,
I'm
please
going to
do
share
that.
it in the.
Yeah, please. In the meantime, guys, I have a small activity. In addition to the quiz, I need your help in suggesting us the next topics that you would like us to cover as part of our next user group sessions. I have pinned Mani's LinkedIn profile in the chat window, and yeah, you can very well connect with him for any questions over LinkedIn. Now I'm also pasting the form link in the chat. So access this form. I request all of you to please access this form, and it hardly has 3 questions: your email ID, secondly the topic suggestion. So if you have any topic in mind which you wish to see us hosting as part of our next user group sessions, please do suggest. Thirdly, it's actually an important problem or a use case that we are seeing or observing in user groups, where we see only the repeated set of people for every user group session. We would like to attract new set of new folks attending our user group sessions, so that they have a proper takeaway from our sessions. So how can we make sure we attract new people, or people who who have no idea about OutSystems, or genuine audiences? That is exactly my question. So requesting you to please take 2 minutes of your time to fill in the form that I have just shared in the chat. So we will be resuming at 4:10. It's 4:08 now. We'll take 2 minutes. Yeah. How OutSystems Mentor and AI Mentor can work together. Okay. Sure, Sami. Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. I believe OutSystems is taking this into account in their current era of improving Mentor. And yeah, okay. So we shall be starting the quiz in another minute. Requesting all of you to please take some time to fill in the form that I just shared. Okay. We have received 10 responses so far. $11. Okay. Okay. So let's continue with the quiz in the meantime. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sachin. Okay. It will be great if you can answer to the form, so that it will be easy for us to consolidate everything and take decisions accordingly. Otherwise, yes, there is a possibility that the topic suggestion gets missed out if it's shared in the chat. So yeah, please fill the form. Okay, in the meantime, let's continue with the quiz. I'm sharing my screen. Is my screen visible? 1 minute, 1 minute. Yes. Please take your phone, just type kahoot.it, provide the game pin to join the quiz. Very important tip would be to have the quiz play in your laptop and you answering from your mobile phone, so that you'll be able to answer faster. Requesting you to please join with your full name will be starting the quiz at 4:15. In 3 minutes, you have time. So request you to please join with your full name. There are totally 10 questions, and this is an independent session. So the winners, all 3 winners, the top 3 shall be getting a swag kit. If it was a master class, then yes. Only on the finale event we shall be announcing who are the winners. So this is an independent session. So all 3 who reach the podium shall be receiving swag kits. Okay. I see 35, 28, 29. Okay. Let's wait 1 more minute and then we'll get started. Okay, so let's get started. Better be fast to reach the podium. Start. The answer is A. See? Right. So we have the first 5. Let's move on to the next question. The answer again is A, ignoring and or postponing certain tasks to prioritize urgent work. Well done, Aditya. We have Rajshri, Felipe, Anandi, Rupika on the podium as well. Very well done. increases future costs, effort, and time to fix early shortcuts. Well done. Well done, Aditya, Rupika, Anandi, Rajshri, Navneetan. Okay. Again, Aditya, top one. Navneetan, Santosh, Lavanya on the podium with Rupika. Okay, the right answer is inadvertent and reckless. It's more an English question. Well done. Well done, Aditya, Rupika, Anandi, Sachin, and Navneetan. Well done on paying attention to the details and the terminologies that were used during the session. Okay. Rajshri again to the podium. Well done, Rajshri. Aditya on the top again. All of the above is the right answer. Let's see. Yep. Awesome. Moving on. The moment a tight deadline is accepted, technical debt begins. The truth. Awesome. Good to see Rupika and Rajshri climbing another level. Right answer is A. Awesome. Moving on to the last question of today's session. It automatically classifies modules into the correct architecture layer. With this, it's now time for us to announce the winners. Well done, Aditya. Awesome. Very well done, Anandi. Awesome. Well done, Rupika. Big shout out to Sachin and Ram Prasad. Guys, you were close enough, yet was lacking a little bit of luck. And great to see all the participants here at one go. Awesome. So requesting Rupika, Anandi and Aditya to share your email ID. I'll make sure to reach out to you to get the necessary details. With this, we would like to wrap today's session. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking your time, that too on a weekend, to attend our session. Yep. So, thank you so much, and thank you so much, Mani, for all the insights you had shared. We had a great time, and it was very, very insightful with the live demo. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thanks, Vishnu, for conducting this session. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Happy weekend.